The skies over Vietnam were a brutal and unforgiving arena, a place where legends were forged in fire and steel. Today we're diving into the incredible story of the Sky Warriors of Vietnam, the pilots who flew into the heart of danger, pushing their machines and themselves to the absolute limit. Picture this, it's the 1960s. You're strapped into the cockpit of an F-4 Phantom II, a powerful but massive jet fighter. Below you, a dense green jungle hides a determined enemy armed with surface-to-air missiles or SAMs and deadly anti-aircraft guns. Your mission? To strike a target and get back in one piece. This was the daily reality for American pilots. The North Vietnamese, however, weren't just sitting ducks. They had their own aces, flying nimble, Soviet-built MiG fighters. The MiG-17 was agile, a true dogfighter. The MiG-21, known as the Fishbed, was a supersonic interceptor, a lightning-fast threat that could appear out of nowhere. The encounters between these different machines created a fascinating tactical chess match in the sky. American pilots, often in their heavier, missile-focused Phantoms and F-105 Thunderchiefs, had to relearn the art of the dogfight against the cannon-armed MiGs. One of the most legendary American pilots was Robin Olds, a World War II ace. He came out of retirement to lead the 8th Tactical Fighter Wing. He was a maverick, a leader who flew from the front. He's famous for Operation Bolo, a brilliant deception where his F-4 Phantoms mimicked the flight patterns of vulnerable F-105 bombers. The North Vietnamese pilots took the bait, expecting an easy kill. Instead, they flew straight into a trap, in what became one of the biggest air battles of the war. Olds' wing shot down 7 MiGs without a single American loss. It was a masterstroke that completely changed the dynamic of the air war, but bravery wasn't exclusive to one side. The North Vietnamese had their own heroes, pilots who became legends among their people. One of the most famous was Nguyen Van Cock. Flying a MiG-21, he was credited with 9 aerial victories, making him the top ace of the war for either side. These pilots were incredibly skilled, using their deep knowledge of the local terrain and the agility of their aircraft to their advantage. They would often use hit-and-run tactics, striking quickly from low altitude and then disappearing back into the jungle's cover, making them a constant and unpredictable threat. The air war also saw the rise of new technologies and tactics. The Americans developed wild weasel missions, a terrifyingly dangerous job. These specialized crews would deliberately fly into enemy airspace to bait SAM sites into turning on their radar. Once the radar was active, the wild weasels would fire anti-radiation missiles that homed in on the signal, destroying the site. These pilots had a motto, first in, last out. Their courage paved the way for the main strike force, saving countless lives. Another key figure was Randy Duke Cunningham, a U.S. Navy pilot who, along with his backseater Willie Irish Driscoll, became the only Navy ace of the war. On May 10, 1972, in a single day of intense combat, they shot down 3 MiG-17s. During that last engagement, however, their Phantom was critically damaged by a SAM despite the jet being on fire and barely controllable. Cunningham managed to fly it back over the sea before he and Driscoll ejected, a testament to his incredible skill and nerve. The stories of the Sky Warriors of Vietnam are more than just tales of planes and battles. They're stories of human courage, innovation, and sacrifice under the most extreme pressure imaginable. From the strategic brilliance of Robin Olds to the tenacious skill of Nguyen Van Cock, these pilots pushed the boundaries of what was thought possible. They were ordinary men who, when called upon, did extraordinary things in the deadly skies over a divided nation. Thanks for watching. If you found this story of aerial combat as fascinating as I do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into military history. Let us know in the comments which part of the Vietnam Air War you'd like to see next. See you in the next video.